A good afternoon from Ozark Christian College in Joplin, Missouri. It's day one of the 2016 ACCA basketball tournament. Hi, everybody. My name is Chris Sheeman. So glad to be with you here today in Joplin for our third consecutive year broadcasting the ACCA tournament. We start with the ladies as you take a look at the bracket. One of three first round games for the women today was Dallas Christian, the 8 seed, takes on the Providence Pilots, the 9 seed. Let's meet the starters here. Let's meet the starters for the Providence Pilots. Head coach Joel Kersey in his fourth season starting this way. At one guard, it's Lauren Weeb, 5'5", junior. At another guard, it's number 4, Rebecca Fenton Jones, a 5'6", sophomore. And up front for the Pilots, number 10, Amber Harms, 5'9", sophomore. Number 12, Courtney Engel, a 5'8", sophomore. And number 13, Renata Nyhoff, a 6'1", senior. So that's the starters for Providence, who comes in at 6-16. Now the starters for Dallas Christian, Lady Crusaders at 7-24. Sean O'Connor, in his 5th season, is starting this way at one guard. Number 1, Shamara Taylor, freshman, 5'3". At another guard, number 2, Hannah Foley, 5'8", sophomore. And the third guard, number 10, Alex Thorne, a 5'4", freshman. Up front for the Lady Crusaders, number 13, Siobhan Vaughn, a 5'9", freshman. Number 45, Tequila Taylor, 6'1", junior. So the team from up north, Providence, Manitoba, is where the Pilots are from. As you see, they're out on the court. First in the blue, Dallas Christian coming out in the white, set to tip things off. One of 4 games today at Ozark, both men's and women's. Our next game will be a guys game, Rama and Emmaus. That'll come up about 10 minutes after this one is done, as the tip is bounced and controlled by the Pilots, who move right to the left on your screens and tablets. It's Phantom Jones into the forecourt. Weeb on the right, dribbles to the top of the key. Harms on the same spot. Over to Phantom Jones into the lane. Harms kicks it back out. The 3 by Weeb is good. So Providence, first points of the ball game and first points of the tournament. We'll have 20 games here, 14 over at Missouri Southern, 34 total, concluding with the championship on Saturday night. Thorne driving in, and she's fouled. Start of the first quarter. And the first foul on the Pilots. Foley to inbound it right of the basket for Dallas. Foley, a couple of players in the corner. There's the 3 on the right wing by Thorne, that's no good. Offensive rebound, second effort by Vaughn, no good. It's tipped out. Taylor able to save it. Back to the other Taylor, Shamara Taylor, who will set up the offense on the third possession now for Dallas. Taylor, Tequila Taylor, trying to draw contact, just threw it up. And the rebound controlled by Engel. So here comes Providence into the forecourt. That was Weeb getting a screen. Here's Harms. Harms, nice move, driving left of the lane. Too strong off the glass, though. Tequila Taylor with the board for Dallas. And then the Crusaders turn it over. So ball back to Providence, leading it 3-0. And that's tipped. It was touched, they say, by Vaughn. Dallas Christian lost to Arlington in the NCCAA regionals last weekend. They're 0-4 against the field here in this tournament. 0-3 against Arlington, 0-2 against Hillsdale, and 0-1 against Ozark and Rama. Providence played a lot of the northern teams. They won their first regional game against Crossroads last week and then lost to Trinity as Tequila Taylor gets a late whistle. So Tequila Taylor will go to the line, the junior from Clarksville, Texas. 8.6 points per game for the junior, 55% free throw shooter. That's The second, by the way, on Providence here with 8:26 to go in the first quarter. First free throw rims in as Dallas gets on the board. Dallas, when they've struggled this year, it's been because of defense. They've allowed over 100 points 3 times. Of course, they were all to Arlington, and you can't blame them too much for that. Arlington, if you haven't heard, upset Hillsdale in the regional final. So Arlington clinched their 4th straight trip to the NCAA tournament. We'll see both Arlington and Hillsdale later on in this tournament. The winner of this game, by the way, plays Hillsdale. That'll be tomorrow at 5:30. 2 out of 2 at the line for Taylor. Driving is Engel, and Engel draws the foul on the floor. That's the first on Dallas here, a couple of minutes in, give or take, here in the first quarter. Phantom Jones will inbound it left of the lane. It's swung over to Weeb on the right. And an illegal screen called on Providence. So their 3rd foul quickly here in the opening minutes of the tournament. Dallas Christian, Foley throwing it up. I think that might have been a pass. Either way, Engel comes up with it for Providence as the Pilots work it into the forecourt. Engel on the left wing. It's swung over to Phantom Jones, guarded by Taylor in the man-to-man. Ball deflected out to Nyhoff. Over in the corner, here's a 3 by Weeb, an air ball, but the putback underneath by Engel, who's been strong on both the defensive and now offensive glass here in the early going for the Pilots, who lead it 5-2. 2.5 in the opening quarter. Foley, it's swung around the perimeter now. This is Thorne. Over in the corner, 3 ball is an air ball from Vaughn, and the rebound controlled by Harms. Thrown into the forecourt, Engel. Engel on the left wing. Harms, nobody on her. Turnaround jumper is good for Amber Harms. Amber Harms just under 11 points per ball game as we get an early timeout on Dallas. We'll take it as well. 7:02 to go in the opening quarter. And Dallas trailing by 5. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 7:02 left to go here in the opening quarter. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. Dallas Christian with the basketball, trailing by 5. Just a couple of free throws from their center, Tequila Taylor, is it so far. And now a turnover out of the timeout. Boy, for Sean O'Connor, that's one of those things that drives coaches nuts when you turn the basketball over right out of a timeout. Let's see if Providence can capitalize now. Nyhoff, top of the key. Phantom Jones. It's a man for Dallas. 3 ball for Providence. Harms missed it a little bit long. Rebound controlled by Thorne. Thorne looking to push. Thorne floats it up in the lane. Can't get the bucket. The ball tipped out of bounds and last touched by Thorne, who tried to get the offensive rebound. Rebecca Phantom Jones, the sophomore, brings it into the front court for Providence. Providence just 6 wins on the season. As I mentioned, one of those in the NCAA tournament. Fast break now. Vaughn with the 2-on-0 lays it up for Shamara Taylor, who puts it up and in. That's the first field goal now for Dallas. 4 minutes into this first quarter. Weeb swung to Nyhoff at the charity stripe, doubled up, able to get it to Harms. Harms, good footwork on the right block to put Providence back up by 5. Dallas Christian, Thorne on the near side of your screen. Shamara Taylor will back it out near midcourt now. Hands it back off to Thorne. Taylor. And it looks like a foul on the floor on Providence. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Pilots midway through the first quarter. We're going to get a couple of subs for Providence. Allison Zajac on for the first time, as is Taylor Goodbranson. Both freshmen. Foley into Taylor. Taylor has tried to bulldoze everybody over, and that is an offensive foul. And the second on Dallas here in the quarter. Providence, they don't put the ball in the basket a whole lot, just over 50 points per ball game, so they're going to win it with defense. So far, they've done a pretty good job of that here in this opening quarter, forcing turnovers, and Dallas playing a little bit out of sorts in the early going. Weeb from way downtown, around the world, no good. Ball tipped, and Foley, I believe, touched it last. Now they say it's off of Providence, so we'll stay on this end. Again, the winner plays Hillsdale tomorrow. Loser goes to the consolation bracket. Good job by Harms to draw the foul. That's team foul number 3 on Dallas. And Amber Harms will go to the line, 48% free throw shooter. The conference MVP for the Pilots. Like I said, just under 11 points per ball game. Almost a double-double per game. You've seen her rebounding ability already in the early going of this one, as Joanne Schwartz comes in, another freshman for Providence. Harms looking for both, gets them both, and Providence back up by 7 now, 11-4. Taylor on the near side, this is Swift, Michaela Swift, the sophomore. On for the first time. Thorne, opposite side, 3, no good. Schwartz, the long rebound, throws it to Harms. Amber Harms, right of the lane, gets it back out to Schwartz. Was open, but passed up the shot. Instead, it swung back over. The 3, no good by Goodbranson. Put back by Engel, no good. And Taylor tried to get the rebound, but ran out of real estate as it goes out of bounds. So another possession for the Pilots, their 3rd here. And they're going to reset the shot clock. That was the delay. So Goodbranson inbound it, left of the basket, and forced that one. Around 2 defenders. Good defense by Dallas as Thorne gets it into the forecourt. On the near side, it's Taylor. Thorne. Swung back over to Taylor. Up top, Thorne open again, buries the triple. 4-point deficit now for the Crusaders. Goodbranson into the forecourt. Right side angle. It's a zone now for Dallas. Harms navigating. Shamara Taylor going for the steal. Harms stays with it. Got it to Angle. Jumper no good. And a good box out by Vaughn. Siobhan Vaughn, 6.6 rebounds per game. Got all of that one. Bucket no good by Thorne. Followed her shot, though, and another possession. So the story this first quarter so far has been offensive rebounds for both teams and extra opportunities via turnovers. Vaughn in the corner. Tequila Taylor. That was a thing of beauty. Beautiful footwork by Taylor on that right block to back down her defender. Quick trigger by Schwartz long on the 3, and Taylor collects the rebound for Dallas. Shamara Taylor into the forecourt. Swift on the right wing. And Taylor will set up the offense as Tequila walks into the frame. Nice cut by Vaughn, and Vaughn around the defense to tie it up. So a 7-0 run for Dallas after Providence went up 11-4. It's now tied. You see the time left here in the quarter on your scoreboard there as we approach the 2-minute mark. Harms trying to fake out the defender, and Vaughn did a good job staying with her. And a little too aggressive, they say, as she fouled her. So both teams with 4 team fouls. Alyssa Lopez on for the first time, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona for Dallas. Nothing doing on that possession for Providence now. Dallas trying to continue on this run here. Taylor. Alex Gerhardt has come on for Dallas as well. Open shot for Lopez. Can't get the 3 to go. Harms the rebound. And then a foul on Gerhardt. That is team foul number 5 on Dallas. So free throws now for Amber Harms. 2 out of 2 today. As I mentioned, 48% on the season overall, but swishes that one through. That ends the 7-0 run for Dallas and also puts Providence back in the lead. So Dallas has never led in this ball game. They did just tie it up, and now Providence back on top. The winner gets the prize to play the top seed Hillsdale as Dallas turns it over there. Too tall for Swift over on the left wing. The first of 4 games today here at Ozark. We'll have all 4 of them for you. A couple at Missouri Southern coming up later on today as well. Amber Harms 2 more to her total, and Providence back up by 4. 1:22 to go here in the opening quarter. Gerhardt on the right, cross court. It's Lopez. Gerhardt again. That pass tipped and taken away by Harms. Bad spacing on offense there as the Pilots call for timeout, but there were 2 players in the exact spot, and a turnover gives the ball back to Providence here. So 1:10 left to go here in the quarter. We'll keep it right here. Remind you, we'd love to have you be a part of today's broadcast. You can tweet at me. There's the Twitter handle to do that. Also use the hashtag ACCA Hoops. We'll get to your comments during today's broadcast. A lot of folks up there up north watching. Some folks probably in the Lone Star State. Hey, happy Independence Day to the state of Texas. So there is, again, the hashtag. The other thing on the hashtag, you see a lot of the teams and players and stuff doing a lot of posting, a lot of pictures and stuff. So if you want to see the behind-the-scenes stuff, again, use that hashtag ACCA Hoops on Twitter. You can use it on other things as well, Instagram and Facebook, whatever you prefer. It's just that's the only one I can check during the broadcast. A turnover again, a lot of turnovers, and a beautiful play by Gerhardt, who gets the bucket and the foul. So a chance now for Dallas and an old-school 3-point play for Alexis Gerhardt, the freshman. Just 4 out of 4 from the charity stripe during the season. As another sub for the Crusaders, it's Gabby Rico who's come on. Another freshman, several freshmen on this roster as the 3-point play is completed. It's a young team. The defense shines in victories. That's why this is such an intriguing matchup. Providence doesn't light up the scoreboard typically, so Dallas should be in this one. And in all 6 of their wins, opponents for Dallas averaging just under 49 points per ball game. So that's the number you want to look for, is Providence averaging just around 50. You've got Dallas in their wins when they're active on defense, giving up 48 and a half, excuse me. Turnaround shot, Harms can't get it to go, and Dallas has a few seconds to work with, but a double dribble is called on Gerhardt. So mental error there. And the ball goes back to Providence now with 5.4 seconds to go here in the quarter. Quick shots, and a foul is called as Engel went up for it. Mentioned this is the first of 3 women's games to start off day 1 of the tournament, as the first free throw by Engel is good. Emmaus and Ozark, the host school, will play here at 6:45, but before that, Arlington and AFLBS at 5 o'clock. That's over at Missouri Southern. Todd Panula will have that one for you. 2 seconds left to go. Here's Taylor. Can't get it off the glass to beat the buzzer. We played 10 minutes. Providence 17, Dallas 14. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2016 ACCA basketball tournament from Joplin, Missouri. We'll be back after this. Just about set for the start of the second quarter. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Day 1 of the 2016 ACCA tournament. Wherever you're watching from, we appreciate it. Again, use the hashtag ACCA Hoops on Twitter. Love to hear from you. Be a part of today's broadcast. Keep me company. So Dallas with the basketball. Shamara Taylor out on the court with Swift, as well as Rico, who gets the ball to Kirkendall, and her shot is no good. And Gerhardt, that's the 5 for Dallas, the 5 for Providence here in this second quarter. Fenton Jones checks back in. Weeb is out there as Taylor gets the steal and glides in for the easy 2. Again, a 1-point ball game, 17-16. So in the backcourt, as I mentioned, Weeb, Fenton Jones, Engel, Harms, and Zajac. That's the 5. Another turnover for Providence, as both teams have been a little bit sloppy here in the early going. Let's see if Dallas can take their first lead now. Providence is the 9 seed, Dallas the 8 seed, so we expected a close one as Swift missed that long, and it goes out of bounds. 2 subs for the Pilots. Renata, Nyhoff checking back in, and good Branson also back out there as well. Providence, 4 of their 6 wins this year came against the University of Winnipeg, as they had their number. Providence trying to win their first here. They also had an upset win over Red River College. They lost the other 2 meetings against Red River by double figures during the season, and Red River was the conference champions this year. First free throw by Amber Harms is good. Came in, it's listed on my notes at 48% from the charity stripe, but she's looked anything but it. She finally missed that one. I think that's her first miss, with the ball tipped right over to Nyhoff, and Nyhoff couldn't get the putback. So it will be Dallas's basketball. Opponents do average 13.5 steals per game on Providence. Providence can force the action on defense as well. We've seen that already, just under 10 steals per game for them. Rico, that ball deflected. See those active hands there by Nyhoff. Dallas last year in this tournament went 1-2. They defeated Welsh by 10 in the first round, as that three ball goes out of bounds off of Swift. So their lone win last year for Dallas against Welsh. Then they lost to Hillsdale and Arlington. Providence. I believe also went 1-2 last year. For the Pilots, the floater up and good by Branson, who came off the bench, and that puts Providence back up by 4. They have led throughout. Dallas tied it momentarily at 11 apiece. Shamara Taylor between the circles. Taylor looking for a screen, floats it up, rejected by Nyhoff. Taylor gets it back, though, out to Gerhardt for 3, no. And the rebound controlled by Zajac. Providence shoots just 33% as a team, but they're only allowing opponents to shoot 32% from the field, as Sean O'Connor and Dallas Christian is bringing in the farm. Hannah Foley back out there. Returning is Alyssa Lopez. Tequila Taylor, and Alexandria Thorne. So 4 new players for Dallas. Good Branson on the far side of your screen for Providence. Zajac approaching the 7-minute mark here in this second quarter. Here's Harms. 6 to shoot now for the Pilots. Good Branson gets a screen. Nyhoff throws it up, couldn't draw the rim, but Foley able to collect the rebound first anyways. Hannah Foley, just over 3 rebounds per game for the sophomore. Pulls down her first here this afternoon. Foley has it now in the corner. Swings it cross court. It's Lopez. Thorne up top. Thorne drives in. Vaughn from the baseline, short on the shot. Nyhoff had it, lost it to Taylor, and Taylor draws the foul. So Tequila Taylor made a couple earlier in the opening quarter. Goes back to the free throw stripe, swishes through the first one. Chance now to cut it to 2. That was the third foul, by the way, on Nyhoff, so she has to sit down probably for the rest of this half as that free throw goes out of bounds. So Taylor 1 out of 2. It's a 3-point ball game. Providence is led by as many as 7. It was 11-4 at one point. Then Dallas countered with a 7-0 run of their own, and it's been pretty tight ever since then. And a bad pass by Harms there goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Thorne across the timeline into the forecourt. Over on the near side, it's Foley. In the corner, Vaughn. Back to Foley. Good drive by Vaughn, making use of every bit of the baseline. Couldn't get the bucket, though, and the rebound to guess who? Amber Harms. Harms is the only player who scores in double figures as she shoots that 3 off the side of the rim. Good effort by Weeb to save it. Good Branson steps into the jumper and hits it. It's those little things. If you want to win, if you want to advance and give yourself an opportunity to play the top seed, it's that little tap, that little effort, the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score that gives your team an extra possession and a bucket and now a 5-point lead. Third team foul on Providence. The second on Zajac, the freshman from Winnipeg. Foley to inbound, right to the basket. Fresh 30 for Dallas. In the corner, it's Thorne. Thorne steps inside the arc, shoots it. Good defense by Engel. The missed shot. Taylor skied it, and that, I believe, hit a wire or something and went out of bounds. Boy, that wire was way up there, too, as Taylor really skied that one. Hey, the Wolfpack are watching their conference opponents play. Hi to the folks at Oak Hills checking things out. Oak Hills always has competitive teams. That conference up north, NIAC, is growing too. I read some article that they have a couple of new members coming in next year, including a second Canadian team, I believe. Inbound now for Providence. Harms on the elbow. Up top, Weeb from downtown. It's good. And Providence is on a roll right now with their biggest lead of the day at 8. Dallas has to find something here. Lopez open. Short on the 3, and the rebound to Zajac. For Providence, good Branson. Good defense by Lopez for Dallas. Now it's Zajac. And a rocket pass. Engel had trouble with it, able to stay with it. Got a screen from the elbow. Jumper too strong. The rebound to Vaughn for Dallas. Thorne looking to push. Foley floats it on the baseline off the glass. Too strong. And Engel the board. We're going to get a timeout by Providence. We'll step aside as well. 4:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Providence, their biggest lead of the afternoon, is 8. We'll be right back. This is the time of the broadcast where I do shameless self-promotion. Remind you that you can order a digital download of this game for just $5. All the games are just $5. If you know somebody who's at the tournament, you can have them order in person. If not, there's the website to go to, chrisshima.com/ACCA. Fitting enough, I am Chris Shima. Glad to be back with you here in Joplin. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a break. You folks can go back to work or whatever it is you want to do. Start getting dinner ready. Nice pass underneath. Amber Harms puts it in for 2 more. And Providence on a roll now. 27-17. Foley from the elbow. Short on that shot. Dallas can't buy it right now. Vaughn underneath tried to go for the offensive rebound, and it went off her foot. So here come the Pilots again. Good Branson, top of the key. Here's Harms. Harms, the bounce pass, good Branson. Swings it back to Harms. 8 to shoot for the Pilots. Engel. Right of the lane, her shot is short. Harms tried to get it back, and that goes out of bounds. First of 4 here today at Ozark. At 5 o'clock, Rima and Emmaus. Games tip at 5 o'clock at Missouri Southern. Arlington against AFLBS for the ladies. So we'll have Rama and Emmaus here, then back to the ladies. Emmaus and Ozark at 6:45, and the nightcap is the host, Ozark against Champion on the guys' side of things, and that is approximately 8:30. All the times that you see, by the way, on YouTube and all that are all approximates. The odds are that we may be pushed back a little bit more into the night. Zajac throws it up just to beat the shot clock, almost got it to go. Good defense again by Dallas. They just can't get it going on the other end of the court. Trying to find some offense here to close out the half. Thorne get it over to Lopez. Again, it's a zone for Providence right now. 2-3. Foley looking for Taylor. Taylor had trouble with it, and another forced turnover by Providence as we approach the 2-minute mark. Good Branson over in the corner. Angle drives to the bucket. Can't get it to go. And a late foul. First free throw no good for Angle. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in this second quarter. It's been a cleaner quarter than the first one. Overall, pretty clean game in terms of fouls. Neither free throw good, so the lead stays at 10 for Providence. Here's Lopez. Taylor approaching the 92nd mark here in this first half. Vaughn turnaround shot, and finally Dallas able to get one to go. That ends a long scoring drought. That may be their only second field goal of this quarter. Fenton Jones skies it, Angle. Bounce passes it out to Schwartz in the corner. Schwartz pass deflected. Good defense by Shamira Taylor again. Foley, a 3-on-1. Bounce passes it over to Lopez, and the Pilots hustle back. Top of the key, Tequila Taylor for 3. No good. Taylor was just 1 of 3 from behind the arc this season, so not known for her three-point shooting. Inside a minute to go, though, Dallas gets the extra possession. Here's Taylor. Cross court, Foley triggers the 3, and she was way off with that one. Again, we'll take a break at the half. For the Pilots, Fenton Jones into the forecourt. About a 10-second difference, maybe 11 or 12-second difference between game and shot clock. Harms had it poked away. Tequila Taylor with the steal and threw it right away. Zajac was there. And now the shot clock is off, so the Pilots can hold here. Just 19 points at the half so far for Dallas. Driving in, Fenton Jones draws the foul. First free throw up and in by Fenton Jones, who is about 67% free throw shooter on the season. Trying to put the Pilots back up by double digits. Their biggest lead has been 10, and Jones is able to match it with that free throw. 29-19. Taylor on the right. Swift to Taylor, who lost it, and that's how the first half comes to a close. So Providence, strong opening half, good defense, forcing Dallas with just 19 first half points. So we'll take a break of 15 minutes. We'll come back and bring you the second half after this halftime break. You're watching the 2016 ACCA tournament from Joplin. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Joplin, everybody. Chris Sheba, glad to be with you as we start the third quarter. The score, Providence 29, Dallas 19. Providence, the 10-point lead, and the basketball. Leading scorers so far here in this game. And this first game of this 2016 tournament, Amber Harms with 13 points. So she's already over her average for the season. Providence in a 2-3 zone as Dallas gets the basketball first. Leading scorer for Dallas is Tequila Taylor, who has 5. A couple of players, Vaughn and Shamara Taylor, have 4 apiece, but not much else on the offensive end for Dallas Christian in that opening 20 minutes. Extra possessions, though, have given Dallas the chance. They've just have had trouble, just 7 of 32 shooting in that first half. Providence, again with the basketball. Good ball movement here for the Pilots. 3 for Wiebe, no good. Offensive rebound attempt, and Nyhoff trying to chase it down. She does. Foley applied some pressure, but Nyhoff wins the battle. Can't get the layup, though. The ball tipped. Long rebound controlled by Thorne on the tip. Shamara Taylor will set up the offense now. Looks like they want to go inside to Tequila Taylor, and Providence is boxing her out of the picture on the offensive end. Now there's 7 to shoot. Vaughn, turnaround shot off the back, no good. Another rebound for Engel. Providence is plus 10 in rebounding, or at least they were in that first half. And now a turnover. Dallas out on the run. Nice pass by Taylor to Thorne, who lays it up and in. First points of the second half belong to Dallas, who cuts it to an 8-point game. And that's the thing, Dallas, you weren't hitting your shots, but you're only down by 8. So if they can put a run together, they put a 7-0 run together in the first quarter. Now back-to-back turnovers. Here's Vaughn one-on-one, and she draws the foul. So no bucket. But Vaughn will go to the line for 2. So Siobhan Vaughn, 59% free throw shooter, local product from right there in Dallas, gets the first free throw to go. Joanne Schwartz returns for Providence. 2 quick team fouls on the Pilots to start off the third quarter. 2 out of 2 at the line, and Dallas cuts it to 6 now. Dallas has the ability to get back in it, as I mentioned. Opponents average 66 points per ball game against Dallas Christian, but in wins, Dallas Christian's only given up around 48.5, and they get another miss there. Shamara Taylor into the forecourt. Here's Foley on the right wing. Taylor between the circles. Foley driving on the baseline and got it to Taylor. Oh, that did everything but go down. It went halfway down and came right back out for Tequila Taylor. For the Pilots, it's Engel. Swung over to Schwartz. Engel floats it left of the lane, got the glass. A good bucket by Providence as Dallas was knocking on the door. And the first points in this second half for Providence. And now Dallas with the turnover as it's off the fingertips of Vaughn. Coming up at 5 o'clock, Rama and Emmaus on the guys' side at 6:45. The women, Emmaus and Ozark. And at 8:30, the men, Ozark against Champion. That's here at OCC over at Missouri Southern. They get things going. with Arlington and AFLBS. That will tip at 5 o'clock over at Missouri Southern. Again, you can watch all of these games as we get a timeout for the Pilots, and we'll step aside and come right back. Welcome back, everybody. Providence with the basketball. Quickly inbounded it as it comes over to Fenton Jones, who missed the three in the corner. Rebound controlled, though, by Schwartz. Underneath Angle. Can't get it back of the rim. Harms tried to get the rebound, but it was taken away by Dallas. Now here comes Thorne into the forecourt. Taylor. And again, the Crusaders just forcing the action. Another turnover as Harms comes up with it. Schwartz looked like she was going to be able to lay it up for an easy two. Good recovery by the Crusaders. And it was Shamara Taylor who was able to deflect it. Fenton Jones into Angle. Catch and shoot jumper, no good. And they're going to get a push on Zajac. That's the foul that used to be called over the back, but we don't call it over the back anymore for some reason. So whatever that was, it was a foul. It's still a foul. That's the thing. I don't know why they decided to change that. I've seen it called every time. Swift has come on. She has the ball for Dallas on the far side. Another forced pass, as the intended recipient, Vaughn, had it deflected from her. So here's Providence now. Fenton Jones over to Schwartz. Zajac. Zajac over two defenders. Missed the shot too strong, but she's fouled and will go to the line. Zajac, 50% free throw shooter. Also from Winnipeg. Providence is from Otterburn, Manitoba. And if you're not familiar with Canadian basketball, I did a high school tournament in Florida around Christmas time, and there was a team from Canada, St. Michael's, played there, and one of the most decorated high school basketball teams from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I think I got that right, or do I say the Providence first? Either way, basketball is getting big in Canada, as that jumper in the lane is good by Thorne. In fact, Joel Corsi, in his fourth season with Providence, is doing his part. That's a two-pointer by Harms. And Providence back up by 10, 4:39 to go here in the quarter. Corsi founded an under-17 club to help rural players get into the game of basketball. Look, it's Canada. It's always going to be hockey there. And that's fine, but don't overlook them on the court either. Strong move on the baseline. The floater by Angle, no good. A rebound to Dallas Christian. Shamara Taylor on the left wing. Swift on it over to Thorne on the right side. Shamara Taylor. Swift. Foley, good defense by Providence now. 2 on the shot clock, and great patience by Dallas. That time they didn't panic, and they were able to get it in the Vaughn, who got the 2. That's one of those situations where offense did beat good defense. Harms, Fenton Jones, Schwartz, It swung over to Engel. And great defense there by Vaughn. Dallas is waking up here in this third quarter on the run out. It's Thorne with the bucket, and it's a 6-point ball game. Providence has led several times by as many as 10 as that ball deflected out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout by the Pilots. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside as well and come right back. Welcome back, everybody. 22 to shoot for Providence, who lead by 6. 3:05 left to go here in the third quarter. My name's Chris Shima. Glad to be back with you here in Joplin, day one of this 2016 ACCA tournament. And out of the timeout, Engel will inbound it. Some discussion at the scorer's table about the clock, I believe. Harms right at the lane, couldn't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Kirkendall, who's come on. So Victoria Kirkendall makes her second appearance, the sophomore from Waco, Texas. Shamira Taylor up top. Over to Swift. Again, it's zone for Providence. I believe in the early going they were in man occasionally. Open jumper, Thorne can't get it to go. But for the most part, the Pilots have been in zone, and you can't really argue with it because it's worked. You see 29 points, and that's all for Dallas as we get late in this third quarter. Good Branson gets a screen, fires the three, and that one was more like one of Shaquille O'Neal's free throws. It just kind of lined itself. Corner jumper by Thorne, no good. Put back, Kirkendall got it to go, and that's her first points of the afternoon. Victoria Kirkendall, 4.4 points per ball game. A good backup to Tequila Taylor. Harms, 6-0 run now by Dallas. Their second longest run of the game. That ball deflected, Kirkendall, but Harms able to save it. There's cross court, good Branson off the back of the rim on the three, and here's Taylor with the rebound. Taylor looking to push for the Crusaders. On the far side of your screen, now she'll back it out as Providence gets back on defense. Vaughn drives around two defenders and scores. It's an 8-0 run, and Dallas 2 points away from even this one up. The last time we were tied was 11-11 in the first quarter. Good Branson. Schwartz. Engel. Engel gets a screen. Harms. Open turnaround shot. Too strong. And another rebound. Dallas is starting to string together the one and dones here. They're also moving the ball better on this end of the court. Swift. And threw that one away. That was the first turnover in a while for Dallas, which has helped things as well. Fenton Jones is back out there. And I believe Nyhoff is going to check in at the next opportunity. Harms draws the foul, and that is team foul number 2 on Dallas. 27 seconds left to go. Nyhoff will return now as Zajac checks back out. Fenton Jones will inbound with the shot clock off. We'll see if Providence holds here for the final possession. Trying to end an 8-0 run in the quarter with some good news as Jones misses the three, but Weeb is there with the rebound. So Weeb has returned as well. Angle. Here's Harms. Harms draws the foul. You saw Swift there get it right on the arm, so when in doubt, turn to your leader, and that's what Providence does. Amber Harms goes to the line for 2 free throws with 11.1 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, about 10 minutes after we're done with this one, our next game, scheduled for 5 o'clock, Rama and Emmaus on the guys' side. Harms misses the free throw. Another chance to end the run here for Amber Harms. And she gets that one to rim in. So that ends an 8-0 run, but Dallas with an opportunity here under 10 seconds to go. Swift, there's Kirkendall, can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds. With 1.6 seconds left to go, Providence will inbound it here, and that's about it. So the Pilots maintain the lead as they've done throughout, but Dallas is coming back. Stick around, fourth quarter coming up here in just about a minute. You're watching the 2016 ACCA tournament from Joplin. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. On to the fourth quarter we go. Providence has led throughout. Dallas outscoring them by 7, though, in that third quarter. And the lead is 3 now. Taylor back out there, missed the jumper in the lane. Rebound controlled by Providence. It was Nyhoff. Hi to Jillian, who's watching. Tweeted at us using the hashtag ACCA Hoops. Watching her Pilots play. She tweeted and asked if it was weird that she's clapping in her office. No, it's not weird. Just don't let your boss hear you. 7 to shoot now for the Pilots. Angle steps inside the arc, can't get the jumper. Ball tipped out of bounds, and they say it's off of Vaughn and Dallas. So the inbound now by Fenton Jones. Over to Weeb on the far side of your screen. And she was open. She knew it. She let out a yell. Knew she should have taken the shot. The defense closed, so here we are. This time she shoots it quickly, missed it. And Tequila Taylor with the rebound. Into the forecourt. Shamara Taylor. Here's Vaughn. Foley goes cross court. Quick trigger by Thorne. She hasn't been shy, but she's only gotten one of those from behind the arc to go down. Providence, can they get it going on this end now? Angle buries the jumper from about 13 feet out. So it was an 8-0 run by Dallas. That's the first field goal in some time for Providence now. It's Stepping inside the arc, Foley was dared to shoot, missed it long. Might have been better off where she was. Here's Fenton Jones now into the forecourt. Providence looking to advance and play Hillsdale. Nyhoff up top. Fenton Jones got a screen, couldn't get the three though, just a little bit off on that one. Thorne on the run out. Vaughn was slowed, now works herself back into the play here. Thorne on the right wing. Tequila Taylor at the free throw stripe. Turnaround shot no good. Offensive rebound by Vaughn, and the bucket is good. It's a 3-point ball game again. As we get near that nail-biting time, Weeb gets a screen over to Harms on the right wing. Harms, couple of dribbles. Back out now to Weeb. Swung over, and a foul's going to be called as Fenton Jones got hit. Fenton Jones will inbound left of the lane. First foul here in the fourth quarter on either team. Throws it to Angle, and just a bad pass, bad decision as that goes out of bounds, and it's Dallas's basketball. Taylor into the front court. Swings it to Thorne on the left wing. Thorne doubled up. Here's Taylor. Taylor had it poked away. Good defense again by the Pilots. Harms into the forecourt now. Amber Harms, 13 points in that first half. Dallas's defense has done a better job on her here in this second half. Still, defender gambled, went for the steal, left her open, and she missed it short. Rebound to Vaughn. Here comes Foley. Thorne now between the circles. Foley on the left wing. 13 to shoot, 6:22 to go in the ball game. Vaughn's played well in the post as she cuts it to a 1-point game. Providence is led by as many as 10. Dallas has never led. They've been tied once at 11 in the first quarter. Weeb steps to the left, the three off the back of the rim, another one and done. The rebounding has improved. As I mentioned at halftime, it was plus 10 on the boards for Providence. Floating it up, Thorne can't get it to go. Boy, no call there. I mean, somebody hit somebody. Weeb. Fenton Jones, here's Harms. Amber Harms, couple of nice moves, gets the bucket. A big one for Providence. Shamara Taylor into the front court now. Open three by Thorne, yes. And we are tied for the first time since it was 11-all in the first quarter. 40-40, 5:07 left to go. Angle on the left. Thought about it. Harms in the corner. Back to Angle. Angle steps inside the arc. Got around the defender. Couldn't get the bucket. Nyhoff tried to tip it back out, but it goes out of bounds. And the ball back to Dallas. Zajac back out there for Providence. Checking back in for Dallas is Rico. Shamara Taylor, this 8-9 matchup. Right now, the 9 seed is led throughout. The 8 seed trying to take their first lead. Taylor, the floater, no. Tequila Taylor, the putback, no. But she's going to the line. And a chance for Dallas to take its first lead of the afternoon. Tequila Taylor, 55% free throw shooter. She is, I believe, 3 out of 4 here today. Make it 3 out of 5 as she misses the first one. Both teams just one team foul here in this fourth quarter. A lot of fouls in the opening, probably 2 or 3 minutes of this ball game. Ever since then, it's been a clean game. They've let them play a little bit too, which is, oh, again, Taylor robbed of another free throw. So Dallas's first lead will have to wait. Providence now trying to get the lead back. Weeb, here's Jones. Harms up top, Fenton Jones for three. Around the world, no. Nyhoff followed the shot, got the rebound, and threw it away. Can Taylor keep it in play? Yes, and glides in for the easy two, and that is the first lead for Dallas in this ball game at 42-40 inside the 4-minute mark. Harms strong to the bucket. Too strong on the pass as it's over Zajak's head. Back out there, Vaughn, who's played very well here in this second half. And Courtney Angle will return for Providence. The winner plays Hillsdale. That's tomorrow at 3:30 at Missouri Southern. The loser of this game will play in the consolation bracket tomorrow at 6:30, again at Missouri Southern. Underneath, Tequila Taylor, yes. 44-40, Crusaders by 4. 3:20 left to go. Can the Pilots get something going on offense? They had 29 points at halftime. They've got 11 here in the second half. Credit Dallas's defense as they've been active, and another steal. Taylor lays it up and in. And it's all Dallas here in the fourth quarter. Angle inside the arc, an air ball. Vaughn got the rebound. And Dallas is feeling it. Good job by Providence getting back on defense now. Forcing Thorne to back it out. Now it's Taylor on the far side of your screen. Turnaround shot in the lane, no good by Foley, but she's fouled and will go to the line. Nyhoff out. Amber Harms back in after a quick breather. So no free throws. They say the foul was on the floor. Foley to inbound, left of the basket. Got it in. Turnaround shot by Vaughn, no good. And now free throws will come. Vaughn, 59% from the charity stripe this season. Can't get that one to go. 3 team fouls on Providence here in this final quarter with 2:29 left to go. Just one so far for Dallas, so they can stay aggressive. Both teams really can. Of course, 5 team fouls per quarter now is one of many changes they've made, in addition to going to quarters and all that. Here's Providence now into the forecourt. They've been stuck on 40 for some time. I mentioned that magic number, 48.5. That's what Dallas gives up in victories. Providence only averages around 50 per ball game, so they're going to have to get at least over 47. Again, the shot is short, that time by Angle. Here's Dallas. Running and gunning as Taylor can't get the layup, though. The rebound by Zajac. Providence inside 2 minutes. Got to turn up the tempo a little bit. Weeb from downtown. Just can't get it to go. Boy, as cold as Dallas was in that first half, Providence has matched it here in the second half. Taylor. Here's Thorne. Made one from that spot moments ago. Not that time, though. Angle the rebound. Got doubled up, and what do we got? A foul? Somebody out of bounds? It's a foul. Over-aggressive was Foley, they say. So Providence basketball. Good Branson checking in. Schwartz also back out there. And we're going to get a timeout first for Providence. We'll step aside. 1:29 left to go. See if the Canadians can make a comeback here. Welcome back, everybody. Providence basketball, they trail by 7, just 11 second half points for the Pilots. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in Joplin. Angle. Boy, she just parted the sea there. There was no defense on that play, and now a turnover. So the Pilots get it back. Angle again. Can't get it to go, but draws the foul. Wow. Dallas just went to sleep out of the timeout. So let's see what Courtney Angle can do. And bad news for the Crusaders. That was the 5th foul on Siobhan Vaughn. So her day is done. And other than the fouls, a pretty good effort from her. Vaughn, the freshman from right there in Dallas. So important free throws now for Courtney Angle. A 5-point game, a chance to cut it to 4 or 3 here. Missed the first one back of the rim. Our next women's game tips at Missouri Southern. It's Arlington against AFLBS. That free throw badly missed, but it's tipped out right back to Angle. The baseline shot is good. It's a 3-point ball game at the 1-minute mark, and Tequila Taylor is called for steps. Dallas was in control in this 4th quarter, and over the last 20 seconds, they have given it right back, and now Providence with a chance. Catch and shoot by Schwartz, short on the 3. Another offensive rebound by Angle, no good. This time Kirkendall cleans up the board. Providence with the trap. Taylor turns it over. It's a 3-on-1 right now. Good. Branson lays it up, no. And the rebound by Thorne. 12-second difference between game and shot clock. Tequila Taylor takes the shot, no good. Angle the rebound. And we're going to get a timeout by Providence. Timeout will keep it here. 4th quarter, Providence. A full timeout. 32.8 seconds left to work with for the Pilots. 27 seconds on the clock. So plenty of time to extend the game. I wouldn't think Providence would hold it and go for a 3. If you go for a 3, you want to do it with 14, 15 seconds left. So if you miss it, you've got time, A, for an offensive rebound, or B, for a chance to foul. But with 32.8, you've got all kinds of time to work with. So try to extend the game if you're Joel Kersey and the Pilots right now. Get an easy bucket somehow. Dallas, if you're the Crusaders, you don't want to foul here either and give them points. And the way that Dallas has turned the ball over here in the last minute or so, they're shaky. And Providence, no doubts, knows that too, so expect them to stick with the press. If they can score within the next 5 or 10 seconds, they don't have to go for the quick foul. They can play defense, can the Pilots, and try to force that steal. But they do have to go quick, as Courtney Angle will inbound it just past midcourt. Schwartz into the forecourt. Hits it over in the corner. It's Weeb for 3. Yes! And we are tied at 47. Dallas can hold for the final shot here. It's Taylor over on the far side. Tequila Taylor. Now to Foley for 3. She answers. Oh, goodness. Providence has some time. They've got 14 seconds. No need to rush. Weeb. Top of the key. Schwartz can't get it to go. The rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Pilots. What a sequence for both of these teams. And Dallas is going to take time. 6.1 seconds left. Catch your breath, folks. We'll be right back. Here we go, everybody. 6.1 seconds. It's Dallas basketball. Providence trailing by 3. Back-to-back big three-pointers here in this ball game. First by Weeb and then by Thorne. And now it's Taylor who will inbound it. And a foul is called as Foley was hit. That's 4.2 left. They still have to foul, unfortunately. This is the perils, I guess, of playing clean basketball is with 4.2, they have to foul one more time, I believe. And a good job by Shamara Taylor to play keep away there. That's still just the 4th team foul, I believe. No, I was wrong. It's the 5th. So Taylor does go to the line, and 1 will seal the deal here with 2.1 seconds. Can't get that one to go, so Providence still in it. And got that one to go. So the Pilots will inbound it with 2.1. Not much they can do. And it'll be a turnover. That'll wrap it. Dallas with a come-from-behind thrilling win to advance to meet Hillsdale. They win it 51-47. So Dallas plays Hillsdale tomorrow at Missouri Southern at 3:30. Meanwhile, Providence goes to the consolation bracket where they will play either Rhema or Welsh tomorrow at 6:30. So that's going to do it for us here at Ozark. If you're sticking with the ladies over at Missouri Southern, they'll tip at 5 o'clock. We'll be back here at Ozark with Rhema and Emmaus on the guys' side. Take care, everybody.